Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to break down the core building blocks of modern generative AI. We're going to look at three key model types that they form the essential toolkit for creating everything from chatbots to just absolutely stunning digital art.
You know, with so many terms floating around, foundation, multimodal, diffusion, it's easy to get a little lost. So in this explainer, we're going to clear things up. We'll get into what each of these powerful models actually does, what makes them different, and, maybe most importantly, how they all fit together.
Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to start at the very bottom of the stack with this solid structure known as a foundation model. You can think of this as the bedrock for so many of the advanced AI applications we see today.
So think of these models as a really robust starting point. All the heavy lifting, the pre-training on just vast amounts of data, that's already been done. And this is a huge deal, because it means you don't have to build a completely new model from scratch for every single task. That saves an incredible amount of time and resources. And this two-stage process you see here is exactly what makes them so powerful and so adaptable. So, that first step, the pre-training, it teaches the model all these general patterns from a massive data set. Then, it can be fine-tuned, or you could say specialized, for a very specific purpose, like language translation, without ever having to go back to square one.
I'm sure you've probably heard of some of these heavy hitters, models like Amazon Titan, Claude, and Stable Diffusion. They're incredibly expensive and just super resource-intensive to create. That's why you typically see them coming from big companies and major research organizations.
Okay, so let's move up to the next layer on our stack and see how we can build upon that base. Multimodal models, they take the power of a foundation model and they give it new senses, letting it perceive the world in a way that's much more, human-like.
Now, the crucial point to get here is that multimodal models are really an extension. While a standard foundation model might only understand text, a multimodal one can process and integrate different kinds of information. We're talking text, images, and sound, all at the same time. It's kind of like the difference between an AI that can only read a book and one that can watch the movie adaptation too.
And this quote just perfectly illustrates the practical power we're talking about. This is how you get an AI that can look at a photo and describe what it sees, or listen to your voice and type it out into text. They can literally see, hear, and read all together.
This ability to process all these different data inputs at once, it allows for some incredibly powerful applications. Just think about the latest AI demos you've seen, where someone can just talk to their computer, show it something on their screen, and it just gets it. It understands both perfectly. That's multimodal AI in action.
All right, so now let's look at a totally different kind of tool in our kit. While foundation and multimodal models are these great all-arounders, diffusion models are specialists. They are, without a doubt, the artists of the AI world, and they focus on generating just incredible imagery.
The core idea here is deceptively simple, but it is so effective. A diffusion model basically learns how to create a perfect image by first learning how to systematically remove noise or static from a picture.
This two-phase process is really the secret sauce. So during training, the model just watches as noise gets added to a clean image over and over again. Then, it learns the reverse of that process, how to take pure static and, step by step, denoise it back into a coherent, detailed picture.
It's such a powerful concept, right? It's basically turning random static into a masterpiece, all based on a prompt. This unique method is exactly why diffusion models are so mind-blowingly good at generating photorealistic and highly detailed art right from scratch.
And their use goes way beyond just creating cool art. They're used for upscaling low-resolution images to make them sharp and clear, and even for generating video. This is a game-changing capability in industries like gaming, marketing, and media, anywhere that high-quality visuals are everything. So, let's bring it all home. We've looked at the base, the senses, and the artist. And now you can start to see how they form this complete and really powerful toolkit for building some sophisticated AI. This table really gives us a fantastic, clear summary of what each model does best. You got the foundation model, that's your flexible base. Then, the multimodal model comes in to expand its senses to handle different types of data. And finally, the diffusion model is your specialized tool for creating those stunning visuals.
The real magic really happens when you understand how all these different pieces fit together. They aren't mutually exclusive, they're complementary tools in a much larger system, and knowing how to use them is the absolute key to unlocking their massive potential.
And that really is the big question, isn't it? With these powerful models at our fingertips, the possibilities are just about endless. The answer starts with learning how to command these tools effectively, which is exactly where the art and science of prompt engineering comes into play.